Hi world, my name is Jroc. I have the privilege today to interview this beautiful, intelligent, vibrant young lady to my left. Introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, everybody. Netta Boo, now known as Netta B.
So for those who are wondering, she doesn't rap. It's just first question. Because I see we have a series of questions that I will be asking. How this is going to work, I'm going to read these questions verbatim, and I'm going to continue to ask other questions within the questions. Question number 1. Why Netta B? Why Netta Boo? Let's go with that.
Well, getting right down to the nitty
Let's
gritty.
get straight to it. Let's get straight to it.
Okay, so Netta Boo actually came about a couple years ago when I moved to Atlanta. I wanted a model name, and I didn't want to be inside of the box like everybody. I don't know. It was either between Netta Boo or Leo, my zodiac sign. Those are the two that I was gonna pick. Whenever I tell people my name, because of my voice being so low or whatever, they're always like, what? Nelly, Nettie, whatever, they don't know what I'm saying. So I used to have a habit of being like, no, Netta Boo, just Netta, Netta Boo, and then I just kind of put the two together, and that's how Netta Boo derived. But now that I'm no longer a model, and I'm trying to, become a professional author, reaching a vast variety of people, I had to take that boo off. So I just left it to Netta B.
Netta B.
I'm Netta B now.
Netta B, the Leo.
That's what's that.
I like how that flows. So let me ask you a question. You was on the scene, took some time away. You're back now. So, second question, where you been all this time?
I've been hiding.
Hiding is healthy.
It is. I've been trying to get my mind together. I've been trying to get my plan in order of how I want to come back out and brand myself and market myself. I've been trying to stay off of social media. I've been trying to keep that, knowing what's going on with everybody else, I've been rejuvenated, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get me. And along with trying to stay off of social media and hibernating, I kind of took the television out of my realm too. So I'm not really a television watcher anymore. It's like a fast for me.
Housewives of Atlanta?
Man, Housewives of Atlanta, they started everything, boy. They got all this going on out here.
No, it could have been the Kardashians though, but it all same realm of headache.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Mona Scott started all this madness.
There you go. Yeah, the brains.
The brains of the operation. I just gotta, that's basically what I've been doing. I just been trying to get me, not follow behind anybody, not mimic anybody. Just find myself, know myself, do myself.
Now in the public domain is notated that it is your first book came out in 2014.
It's true.
So with the first question or the second question I just asked you kind of answered my next question is what took you so long to come up with material? Yeah. So that kind of answered that question. But if you want to go more into depth, that's cool.
So with the me taking 4 years to produce any more writing. When I first produced Pretty, an introduction, the first book, my first novel, I was shopping it out to people. I didn't want to really self-publish it myself. I wanted to be on somebody else's production company, and I looked at one of my favorites, who is Quan. He's a urban author.
Rich homie? Oh, okay. Never mind. My bad. Just the other Quan. My bad.
Yes, the other Quan.
Okay.
The book Quan. Everybody know him if they a real reader. They gonna know Quan. He's like the king of street literature. or whatever. And then another lady, Kiki.
The wifey series. Yeah, I know
So
about
I
that.
talked to both of them around the time I was trying to get my books out. Kiki was she was more so along the lines of telling me that I need to make a longer book. She was like, it's really good, you know, you have a lot of talent or whatever, but you have to, we just prefer that you, in order to print it, we need you to have more words on paper for us to print.
Gotcha.
And I was like, okay. So after I talked to Kiki about it, I went and I got a contact with Quan, and you know, he basically told me the same thing, like, is it more to it? And after that, I wasn't necessarily discouraged, but I was just trying to figure out what could I add to my book to make it better without dragging it out or drowning it or whatever. And it really wasn't much I could do, so I just left it as is. And my whole goal was the next books that I produce, make them that limit, you know, make them 60,000 words and above. So that's what this is here. The two books that I'm about to produce, Pretty Part 2 and then Melanin, those are over 60,000 words.
I can never say melanin.
Melanin, oh.
It's such a great word,
But
but I
it's
can never
poppin'.
say it right. Listen,
It's
and I put
poppin'.
on lotion today because I knew I was doing this. See, God give me oil, so I don't have to necessarily juice up.
You know what I'm saying?
But today was special because I'm doing this interview.
You know what I'm saying?
Now listen,
I appreciate
no,
that.
I appreciate you having me here. Now I know, like, for those who don't know, I dab in music every now and then, and
Everybody should know that.
well, I mean, it's talking with Jroc Jones. YouTube me, Google me. So there are times that, well, there was one in particular time when I was on stage, and I like to, when I do my personal writing and when I do my my performing on stage, I like to touch people. I like to tell stories, even though I'm quite animated, and sometimes you can kind of get lost in my animation. I like to touch people and I like to see people cry. That was the moment when I knew I had a gift, and I know I can entertain people when I can touch their soul. When was it? When did it happen for you when you realized that you actually wanted to write?
When I realized that I actually wanted to write,
Yeah.
I actually been writing like forever, a long time, long time. But the first book that I ever, and this might be strange, but I read The Giver in the 6th grade, and I thought that book was so vivid. Just the way the author, because the author starts it off with this community or this world or neighborhood or whatever, that everybody is in one box. You know, there's no colors, there's no laughing, there's no playing, there's no, everything is just, everybody has to be the same. And if you even go out and try to have fun, try to laugh, you know what I'm saying, you would be condemned, or you would be you know, put
It's
in
like
trouble.
Normans.
And
Is it Mormons? Mormons, they kind of have that lifestyle.
They got a rule, but I think they love that stuff.
As far as going out of their community and having fun, I think they kind of like, they leave you out there. You can never come back home if you.
Oh yeah, they disown you.
Yeah, they disown you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been disowned before.
God, haven't we all, Jroc? Haven't we all?
Mine clearly was a joke. Okay, so continue. I'm sorry, my bad.
Mine wasn't.
It's like, ooh. Okay, okay, all right.
After The Giver, that's when I realized the way the author started off, where it was so sad, but in the end it was so bright, and it just showed you that, you know, you could go out the box, and you could bring other people out the box with you. You could show people, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to do what they say, you know what I'm saying, follow your heart, you know what I'm saying. And I don't know, I just really love that book. That book always stuck with me. That book and To Kill a Mockingbird, I don't know, but those two books that I read when I was younger, it was something about those books, and it's weird, right? But it was something about those books that I was just like.
So technically, was that the first book you've ever received, or just the first book you read?
Those are the first books where I found out that I really want to write. In the 6th grade, I was like, I want to write. Like, I love this book stuff.
Okay.
The first book that I've ever received was a book that my mom bought me from Korea, and it was a circus book. It was one of those personalized books with your name and, you know, your cousins, your family. It was like one of those books.
That's kind of cool.
I still have that book.
For real?
Yes.
I would love to see that book.
It was, that's the first book I ever received, and it was so cool. And I was like, Me and my cousins, we going to the circus. We got a circus day in this book, and we're in Detroit. And I was like, it was such a cool book. Jroc.
I don't know.
It just
it felt good. It felt good because you did it, and it was
that was
like
my first book. I
all right.
remember.